I appreciate all my grown folks for rocking with me, supporting me. I appreciate all the love. I've been reading y'all comments. I'm feeling y'all too, and I'm so grateful that y'all feeling me. So now let's get into the next one. Oh, and don't forget, like, subscribe, and share the content. So today we're talking about older women who are in the industry and younger, richer athletes. So in front of your screen, you have LiAngelo Ball, 1/3 of the famous Ball brothers who have all made it to the NBA. And the baby mama, the young lady that you see, is Miss Nikki Baby. Better, well, that's what she goes by, but her real name is like Nikki, I'm about to butcher it, Maduris, I believe. I believe that's how you say her name. So she's been known for being on reality TV. Her family has lots of businesses, She come from money. She got her own little thing she doing outside of love and hip hop. I think she's got like a clothing line, jewelry line. They all pretty much venture off into the same type of thing. But basically, she had a baby shower gender reveal situation, and that is not the baby daddy. That's a gossip columnist in the picture with her. But they had a gender reveal, and just to let the world know that they were an item and they were expecting their baby. Now, this is the father here. This is 1/3 of the Ball brothers, LiAngelo Ball. So this is his baby mama. And LiAngelo is in his early 20s, and Miss Nikki Baby is in her early 30s. And that's basically what brings up this whole conversation. You have older women who are industry known women, okay, have been around the block, if you will.
Do I smell a whore?
So some people feel like the fact that he's younger and she's older, that he may be,
you simp ass nigga.
So I don't know. You be the judge after we finish going through all the receipts. So again, he's in his early 20s. She's in her early 30s. Now, let's talk about Miss Nikki Baby's past. Outside of being a reality TV star and on Love and Hip Hop, she has also been with the likes of Molly Mall. He was also on Love and Hip Hop. She actually got into some altercations with different women because of Molly Mall. And also she was with the likes of this gentleman here, Lil Fizz.
She belongs to the streets.
Who is from the R&B singing group, the boy band B2K. So that alone has people feeling in regards to Nikki,
I don't fuck with you.
It's not new information. We all know that the industry kind of do that, like pass around stuff. You have people who date people, everybody's exes and things like that. It's nothing new, It's something that us, regular people, we talk about all the time. Like, why do everybody date the same people? It seems like in Hollywood, they just recycle the same people or whatever. So I personally just found it interesting. I didn't even know he was with her. I'm so out of touch at times. If it wasn't for me doing this content, I wouldn't even know. But I didn't know he was with her. Now, neither of them have any children. And, some people feel like, oh, she's not a gold digger. She's not about money. She came from money. Her family got money. She got her own bag, whatever. Some people like, hey, he got a bigger bag, whatever on that too. It's just interesting how we're starting to see more older women with younger men, but younger men who are more financially well off. It's like, some people feel like they groom them. They're preying on these young men. But I want to move on into another layer of this. I want to bring up who I call Daddy Ball. Now, Daddy Ball is the gentleman with the collar shirt on. So this is the baby shower gender reveal. And the baby daddy has on the the Kevlar vest. Not sure why. But the daddy is the ball head gentleman here. Now, if you don't know anything about the Ball family, Daddy Ball is like an interesting character. So like I said, this man, first of all, let's give him his flowers. He had a lot of odds against him, raising 3 boys. as far as people doubting him. He made a very interesting statement at one point that said all three of his sons would make it to the NBA, and come to find out that was true. So don't worry about the haters. Don't worry about the haters. Because Daddy Ball said, I don't care what y'all say. I know the work I'm putting in with my boys, and they are going to make it pro. And they did. But this is Daddy Ball at the baby shower gender reveal. But I can't help but think that Daddy Ball ain't really feeling this whole situation with Miss Nikki Baby like that. And the reason I say that is because Daddy Ball did an interview not too long ago to kind of say how he feel about these type of subjects. Women in the industry, you know, Hollywood, rich men, and the women that they attract. So let's take a listen to what Daddy Ball had to say, and then I'll be back.
You were trending earlier because you was on another show, and you told your boys, you're not going to meet anybody while you're playing in the NBA. You're going to meet the garden tool.
Yeah.
Why?
I'm just keeping it real. I don't want to say garden tools and whole.
But you're not going to meet. You.
It's okay, Daddy Ball. You can call them 304s.
And you know this, man.
Basically, you're saying you're not going to meet your wife while you're playing in the NBA.
That's what I said. Here's the thing. You got to understand this. There's two ends of the spectrum. Sometimes where it's good on this end, you don't see where it's bad at this end.
Right.
And here's my thing, which I always say. It's fun in the beginning, but it's pain in the end, whatever you do. And I'm going to give you a scenario why I said that. My wife said, what do you mean? That's not even LeVar. So what are you saying about us? I said, babe, listen to this. Me and you married, it's going to be fun. It's all fun, this whole journey. But the pain is at the end because one of us got to die first.
Right.
So there go the pain. Okay. Now, with my boys in their profession, when you meet somebody, Shannon, you know, you meet your girl, you in school all the time, you see her every day, you know what she about. Okay. You meet her at the job, she working every day. You say, oh man, I keep running into her at the job. Okay. Oh, I see her at church every Sunday. Oh, okay. How you gonna meet the same girl if you're traveling your whole career of playing a sport? Now, the thing is, you're making all this money and you young, so people Googling you and coming up to you, acting like they don't know you. So how you gonna meet them? You gonna meet them at a restaurant where you gotta get something to eat. You gonna meet them at the goddamn stadium after, try to hang around. So you gonna meet them at the club, or you gotta go to your hotel and you're gonna meet them there. So guess what they're gonna be? So they're gonna be traveling. So the
thing is, LeVar, and I said this is how it was. I would have loved to have married my high school or college sweetheart, someone that when I had nothing. Right. I can honestly say I had absolutely nothing. I was even embarrassed to bring him to my home. That's how little I had. Right. But unfortunately, that wasn't able to happen. And it kind of, because, and I still go through that to this day. Do they really like me for just being Shannon or for what Shannon can provide?
Right. And see, and that's where it's at now. That's why you never gonna know. And then check this out. Let's say you go through some things and you meet this pretty girl and she's 30 years old.
Right.
Or she's 29. Why is she this fine and by herself?
Well, look.
She belongs to the streets.
Well,
so you have to ask yourself. These are the questions that you have to ask yourself. What it is.
What about if the situation were reversed? But here's LeVar, yoked all up, green eyes, 6'4", 255, chisel. He's 30. He's single. Why are you single?
Because I done ran through all the other ones.
No man can turn down this pussy.
Lord have mercy. Lord help me. Lord help me. See, you did the right thing. You needed to get married early. Because you was going to be a mess.
Hey, early is what you call. Hey, early is probably what your grandmother and what's name. They got married early.
Yeah,
I got married at 26.
Yeah,
you know, so that's not.
My grandmother got married at like 18, 19.
I did exactly. That's how it was back in the day. I did all my running around and doing all this stuff, man. And even with Tina, man, you know, and I just found somebody who was perfectly compatible to me, which is outgoing. Athletic. Yeah. I don't think if I married just a tall blonde, that wasn't gonna work. You have to be a basketball player because even when I got on the boys, they would score 30 and 40 points and we'd lose by 1 or 2. Tina was like, you can't go. Tina wasn't like, well, your dad's just mad and you guys won and this. Tina be like, boy, you should have scored 2 more layups. You would have had 40, then we would have won. You ain't coming to me crying. Yeah, listen to this. Melo got knocked down. He was in kindergarten. We playing against these 6th graders. Tina can't go out there. Don't you hurt my baby? She's like, boy, you better get your ass up.
So you guys get the point. Daddy Ball was just keeping it real and letting everybody know that when you on this type of level, you really can't trust none of these women or men, because you never know if they really care about you for you or because of what you bring to the table. Just like the host Shannon Sharpe said, the same thing with his situation. So in regards to his son and Miss Nikki Baby over here, you know, only time will tell if she's really on his team and she really cares about his son, or if this is just a come up like we see with a lot of these older women. And back in the day, when did you see an older woman with a younger man? You know, a couple of years, okay, 2-3 years, but like 10-year and plus differences. And we're starting to see this more and more. We're seeing it with the Zion Williamson case. We see it with Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. She's a lot older than him. So I'm just curious to see how this all pans out. I'm not a hater, so I'm hoping for the best. But it just seems like a lot of these young athletes are thinking with their organs and not thinking with their brains when it comes to how they move. But let's take it to another level. Sometimes these athletes like this. They like these women. They like the women who plastic. They like the women who are made up, dialed up all the time. They don't want the nerdy girl. They don't want that girl who's into the books and just quiet to herself, who don't wear all the makeup, who don't have the nails. Sometimes they don't want that. They want what you see exactly right here on the screen, because Miss Nikki Baby is plastic, bought up, nails, hair, about that celebrity life. And some men really like that. Like, I think most men say, oh, they want natural. They don't want a woman who are out there who dress all provocative and half naked. But some men do, you know, and maybe that's the men who are more into that are like more high value or more celebrity men. I don't know, because I feel like regular, average, everyday men are like, they don't like this. But let's keep it real. Some men gotta like it, and I know, I get it. There's a difference between hitting and quitting, or pump and dump and wifing. Like, I get that, but these guys will put babies in chicks that like seem like they not really for them, like they have an agenda. So I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the whole situation with them and this baby, as far as him being a professional athlete, her being from reality TV. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this down in the comments. And until the next time, I'll see you on my grown folks later.
Yeah, B. Talk your shit.